Now, there's a common misconception about job hunting, and that is that you have to meet all of the requirements, have all of the qualifications in the job posting if you're going to stand a chance of getting a job. And that's just not true. Let me give you a couple of real examples. Back in 1984, I was working for the third largest computer company in the world. One day my boss came into the group meeting. He put a blank piece of paper on the table and he said, "That's our group organization for next year." And then he put another white piece of paper on the table. He says, "That's our group budget for next year." I've just been to a meeting. I can't tell you what happened, and just take it for what it's worth. Well, we knew that that meant that we were all going to get laid off, that our group was going to be dissolved. So we started looking for jobs. And it so happened that there was a small disk drive company just a few miles from my house called iOmega. And I applied for a job at iOmega as a test engineer because that's what I was doing at Spare Univac. I got turned down. My wife was incensed. And one day when I was at work, she called up iOmega and she said, "My husband has almost all the qualifications you're looking for in that job. Why didn't you hire him?" And the HR representative said, "Well, the requirement is that he can program in C++, and he can't." My wife says, "Well, he's an engineer, isn't he? He can learn that easily." I got the job. My wife got me the job. It was a requirement that was a must-have. I didn't have it, and I got the job anyway. Second true story. I started working at Rick's College in 1991. The person I replaced had a heart attack and died right in front of his students in the classroom. So they needed to find a replacement quickly. And I applied even though one of the must-have requirements was a master's degree. I only had a bachelor's degree at the time. Well, they did offer the job to some people with master's degrees first. But after they all turned down the job offers, I was offered the job. I was clearly underqualified for the job, and I got the offer anyway. Of course, they told me I had to get a master's degree if I wanted to stay, but the job was mine if I wanted it. So my advice to you is if you see a job posting for something that you're really interested in, even if you don't have all of the qualifications that are listed, you should apply anyway. The chances are pretty good that there's nobody who's going to apply that has all of the qualifications, and you just may be the best candidate.